In this video, we're going to go over the eraser tool that is inside of CreateSpace. Obviously used to erase items that you may not want to have on your shapes. In this example here, we're going to remove the leaf that is on the apple. Now, before we do that, let's go over some of the options that are part of the erase tool. So right off the bat, we have an eraser shape of circle or square that you can choose from. So we saw the circle. Here's the square. And to use the eraser, it's just a left click. So if I want to take a chunk out of the apple here with the square, I can definitely do so. Or if I go with the circle, I can do that as well. You can sort of see that the shape of my brush circle for the eraser is going to be the shape that is used on the apple. Now we can increase and decrease the size of that shape. So here's the square. Let's go ahead and exaggerate this just a little bit. You can see that the brush size got bigger. Now, again, let's go back to the task at hand. We're going to use the circle, and we're going to bring this down all the way down really low because that leaf is really tiny, and we can always zoom in on the apple. All right, time to use the eraser. And again, you can left click and hold down, and it's just like you are utilizing a paintbrush and you are simply erasing everything. Once you're done, you can let go of the left click and you can see that the apple is back to being filled in. So let's go ahead and zoom out there. All right, perfect. The next thing on the eraser tool is the keep closed path. So notice that, again, I'll exaggerate the brush size. When we click on this, it's almost like we took a chunk out of the apple. And if we were to look at this in a preview, the apple is actually being traced from where we erased, and it's following that curve all the way down here. We're going to test out the check mark of keep closed paths. We're going to turn that off. And then I'm going to go ahead and undo that. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Take a chunk out and notice that there is no inside loop connecting the part that we just erased. This is known as an open path. As you can see, it's not filled in. If we go to preview, again, we shouldn't really see that much of a difference. But if you were to go cut this out, you would actually be still stuck on the paper or the vinyl. So keep that in mind when it comes to keep closed path, that check mark being on or off, depending upon what you want to do. That is the eraser tool inside of CreateSpace.